Hey, Tegan, where are you right now?
Chris? I told you I'm out for a meeting today, remember?
Yeah, but what about my dinner? What am I supposed to do for that?
What do you mean, what about dinner? I told you earlier today that you'd have to prepare your own food.
How am I supposed to remember stuff like that? You can't expect me to keep track of everything you say just because you mentioned it once. If you just say it once and think that's enough, it's pointless if it doesn't stick with me. You could have at least written it down on the calendar or sent me a reminder message. Can't you be a little more thoughtful? Honestly, this is what happens with people who don't work in an office and don't understand what it's like.
I'm sorry. It's my fault for not double-checking and reminding you. But there's some instant food in the kitchen cabinet. You can just heat it up and eat it with some rice. It won't take long.
What? You're telling me to microwave my own food?
Yes. I think you can handle that, right?
You seriously don't get it, do you? I come home exhausted from work, and it's a man's job to work and the wife's job to have a hot meal ready when he gets home. That's just how it is.
Wait, what? We both work, Chris. We're both contributing, so why are you acting like it's still the 1950s?
Contributing? You think what you do at home counts as work? You're sitting at home working comfortably from your desk. I'm out there actually dealing with real work.
I do plenty, Chris. And what about you? You don't do any housework. You're out having fun on the weekends while I'm doing everything else. You think that's fair?
You need to watch your tone. You're a woman and you're seriously talking back to me like this?
What's with this "you're a woman" stuff? Are you saying women should just shut up and do everything like we're servants?
Of course! Don't tell me you're one of those people who's fallen for all that talk about gender equality. Women are weaker than men. You get your periods and have times when you're totally useless. So naturally, women should do more in other areas. That's what real fairness looks like, you know.
I can't even have this conversation with you anymore. Just go buy something from a convenience store if you're so hungry. I'll give you the money for it later.
Wow, you really are something. You're completely lacking in charm, you know that? Remember how I allowed you to have your parents live with us once the two-family house was built? And this is how you repay me by acting like an ungrateful wife? You're failing at this, Tegan.
I'm done talking. I'm going back to work.
Oh, look at that. Getting angry because you've got nothing left to say. You're acting like a child. Honestly, I should have married a better woman. Maybe someone younger, someone who looks good in a mini skirt. That would have been nice. Oh, did I hit a nerve? Relax, it's just a joke. Lighten up.
Is this a good time, Tegan?
Yes, Amanda? What's on your mind? I hope everything's okay.
I heard from Chris that you've been struggling with housework lately. Is that true? I was quite surprised to hear that.
What do you mean by struggling? Can you clarify what he said, actually?
Well, he mentioned that he's been taking care of everything around the house, all by himself. But it's been really tough for him since he works at a company all day. He feels overwhelmed and said he needs you to step up more since you're working from home.
Oh, I see. If I may say something, I do all the housework every day. And honestly, Chris doesn't really help at all. I think he's just upset because I didn't prepare dinner today, which is why he might be complaining.
Oh, really? That sounds just like Chris. He has a tendency to exaggerate things when he's frustrated. It can be really hard to keep track of what's going on sometimes. But I understand that you're a novelist, so you must be working day and night, right? I can only imagine how demanding that can be. It's not easy at all. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tegan.
Writing is a full-time job in its own way, but I do try to keep the house in order as best as I can given my schedule. Amanda, I appreciate your concern. It means a lot to me that you're willing to talk about this.
No problem at all. And I heard that the two-family house is finally completed, right? That's wonderful news. We finished preparing for the move, and once we live together, I'll be able to help with the housework too. I think that will make things easier for everyone.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you saying you and your husband will be living with us? I wasn't aware of this.
Is something wrong? Did Chris not mention it to you? I thought he would have told you.
Hold on. What exactly are you saying? I'm a bit confused here.
Oh, Chris told me a while back that he was building a new house. He said it was so that his father and I could live together with you two. I didn't want to impose on you or make you feel uncomfortable, but I'm really happy you agreed to it. I just assumed it was something you'd be on board with. I'm sorry it took me so long to thank you for your understanding.
I really need to check with Chris about this. I don't want any misunderstandings.
Oh, sure, I understand. Go ahead. I'll be here if you need to talk more.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
What are you talking about? I'm outside enjoying my drink. Can't you see I'm busy? Don't interrupt me.
I'm talking about the two-family house situation. We were supposed to live with my parents, remember? I heard from your mother that the plans have changed, and that's not what we agreed upon at all.
Oh, so you found out, huh? I guess I should have kept that under wraps better. And by the way, I feel a bit guilty about making you cover the full $700,000 for the two-family house, but you know what? I've decided that my parents will be living there instead, so you and your family need to pack up and get out. Got it? Honestly, I really don't want to live with your parents anymore. It's just not going to work for me.
If you felt that way from the start, you should have just said so. Why didn't you?
Well, I guess it's pretty clear why I didn't need to explain myself. You must have known all along that I was planning to have my parents move in.
Of course. How could I have been so naive? It's ridiculous to only realize this on the day the house is completed. You really must think I'm an idiot.
I mean, come on, you've been talking about wanting a dedicated workspace, right? If that's the case, why don't you just rent an apartment somewhere? Go and live with your parents there. My mother will take care of the housework, and let's be real, you won't be needed anymore. Let's just get this divorce finalized while we're at it.
Fine, I'll leave. I'll make sure to submit the divorce papers, the same ones you threw at me during one of our fights back in the day.
Wait, you still had those? I'm actually relieved because that saves me the hassle. Go ahead and do it, but just a heads up, I won't be sharing any of my assets with you.
Do whatever you want. I'll make my own plans too.
Oh, is that so? Well, thanks for buying the house for us. Guess this is goodbye then.
You may think it's funny now, but mark my words. I will never forgive you for this.
Hey, Tegan, what's going on here? Why am I being billed for the house loan? Didn't you say you'd pay for everything yourself?
I didn't pay for it. From the beginning, you said you wanted the loan to be in your name.
But you told me that you could buy the house outright for $700,000.
Did you forget? Right after that, you got swindled by a friend and ended up in debt. Who ended up taking on that debt for you? That was me, wasn't it? Given the amount of money involved, and considering we didn't know what might happen in the future, we agreed it would be better to pay it off gradually instead of risking losing all that money in one go by paying up front.
Right, I guess that's how it was.
And the house title is under your name. Since we're divorced now, I'm no longer obligated to make any payments. Good luck handling that. Oh, and since I withdrew my share of the down payment from our joint account, I imagine there's hardly anything left in there now. You can keep the rest of it.
Why are you making such unilateral decisions, you heartless person?
I told you I'd do what I wanted, didn't I? Besides, I was the one who contributed most to that account anyway. The moment you realized you could live off my income, you started keeping your entire paycheck for yourself.
I was just preparing for our wedding and for when we had children.
You can say anything you want, but I don't believe you. So the mortgage balance is over $500,000 now? Good luck with that.
There's no way I can pay that.
Why not? You saved up some money for yourself, haven't you?
I don't have any money right now.
What?
Wow, right now, that is. I used it to invest in something that'll earn me a larger income later. So I don't have any cash on hand. If I don't have cash, how can I pay the mortgage? You should have paid in full like we agreed. You're the one at fault for not doing that.
I don't understand you at all. I clearly talked to you about this multiple times, didn't I? And you said yes, right? So you don't think the person who wasn't listening is also at fault?
Shut up! Humans forget things sometimes.
Even if you try to brush it off like that, I'm not going to pay. We're strangers now.
You're so arrogant for a woman.
Seriously, again with that? Whenever things get tough, you throw around that "for a woman" line. Is that the best you can come up with? It's exhausting just to deal with you. If you don't have any money, why don't you just borrow some from a friend? Now, you're on your own.
Hey, don't mess with me!
I heard from someone that you divorced Tegan. Is that true?
Wait a minute, did you really hear that from Tegan herself?
Yeah, she mentioned it.
I can't believe it, especially since we just finished building a house together. It feels so absurd and frustrating.
I know, right? It seems so sudden. What happened? Can you tell me the details?
Listen, I need to vent. That woman was really terrible. She can't do any of the housework, and it's so annoying.
What do you mean? She's at home all the time, isn't she? Shouldn't she be helping you out?
Exactly, but instead of helping, she acts all entitled and spoiled. And on top of everything, right after we get divorced, she steals money from our joint account.
What? She stole money from your account? Are you serious?
Yes, she took money that I earned with my hard work. She's just a thief in my eyes. I can't believe I was stupid enough to marry someone like her.
That sounds awful. So what's the situation now? Have you lost all your savings because of this?
Yeah, she cleaned out the entire account and now I'm left with nothing. I'm so broke that I can't pay the mortgage this month. I really need your help. Is there any way you can lend me some money?
What? Hold on. Just a moment. You told me before that you paid for the house in one go, isn't that right?
Well, there seems to have been a misunderstanding. It's actually on a payment plan, and I only just found that out.
A misunderstanding? You're saying you just realized something so crucial about the house?
Yes, I'm serious. I'll get back the money she stole, but for now I really need help, please.
You need to stop lying to me.
you mean? I'm not lying.
I might have known Tegan for long, but I think I understand what kind of person she is. She's a successful writer, you know. She's made a name for herself in various media, and her recent works have been quite popular.
So what if she's a successful writer? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, despite her achievements, she never acted superior to anyone. She treated me with kindness and respect, even though I'm much older than her. I remember how she adapted her schedule just to fit with yours as a salaryman. She even worked hard to manage the household chores.
Wait a minute, I said I was doing most of the housework myself.
Do you remember the time you visited us not too long ago? Tegan cooked a meal for you. I can assure you that level of cooking doesn't come easily or quickly. It's not something you pick up overnight.
Well, cooking is something I can do too. Anyone can cook.
I'm a full-time homemaker, and I can tell you that cooking and managing a household still takes skill and experience. Just by observing someone's movements in the kitchen, you can gauge how much they practice and how experienced they really are. That's why, when we decided to live together in a two-family house, I thought it would be great to help Tegan with the chores so she could concentrate on her writing. But if she ended up getting fed up with that help, then maybe that's just how it goes.
What are you saying? Are you saying she left because of me?
Right now, you seem to be in a very chaotic situation. Can we just sit down and talk about this face to face? It's important to understand each other, don't you think?
No, there's nothing left to discuss. I can't believe you're siding with her.
Why would I side with her? I'm just trying to see the bigger picture here.
Why not? You always seem to take her side in everything. It feels like you're not even my parent anymore.
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you grow and learn from your mistakes. Sometimes, tough love is necessary for that.
What do you mean by that?
It's true. I admit that I let you go out into the world unprepared. I can see that now. But it's time for you to stop relying on your parents to fix all your problems. You're not a child anymore.
What did you say? You act so high and mighty while you're not even working.
High and mighty? Come on, just because you failed to support your wife and lost her doesn't mean you can take your frustrations out on me. I'm just trying to guide you.
You're treating me like I'm a kid. This isn't fair.
Yes, right now you are acting like a child. You may look like an adult, but you haven't matured emotionally. You need to take a step back, cool off, and really think about your actions.
But I'm not moving out of that house. I can't do that.
If you can't afford it, then you might have to let it go. Have you ever even apologized to Tegan for the way things went down? They say regret comes too late, but in your case, it seems like you're reaping what you've sown.
You're not helping me at all. This is so unfair. You're just being cold-hearted.
Yes, I'm your parent, but you're also a grown adult now. You can't keep depending on me for everything. It's time for you to take responsibility for your own life. Go apologize to Tegan and sort things out for yourself.
You have no idea what I've been through. I've lost everything because of her.
Losing everything is tough, I understand that, but you have to take some accountability. You can't expect everyone else to clean up your mess, especially when you played a part in it.
It's not fair! You're supposed to be on my side! Why can't you just support me instead of pointing fingers?
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you learn and grow from your mistakes. Sometimes tough love is necessary for that.
Tough love? Is that what you call this? It feels like you're just abandoning me.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm pushing you to stand on your own 2 feet. You're a grown person now. You need to act like it.
I can't believe you're saying this. I thought you would understand.
I do understand, but you have to understand too. Life doesn't always go the way we want it to. Sometimes we have to deal with the consequences of our actions.
I never meant for things to get this bad!
I understand, but intention doesn't change the outcome. You need to face what you've done and make amends.
It's so easy for you to say that. You're not the one who has to face her.
You're right, I'm not. But I've been through my own struggles, and I had to learn to deal with them too.
But I just feel so lost right now. Everything is falling apart.
I know it feels that way, but sometimes you have to pick up the pieces yourself. I can't do it for you anymore.
What do I do then? Where do I even start?
Start by owning up to your mistakes. Go talk to Tegan and apologize sincerely. Show her that you're taking responsibility for your actions.
But what if she doesn't want to talk to me? What if she hates me?
That's a possibility, but you'll never know unless you try. Sometimes, taking the first step is the hardest, but also the most important.
I just feel so defeated right now.
It's okay to feel defeated, but don't let it consume you. Use that feeling as motivation to change and grow.
I guess you're right, but it's gonna take a lot of courage.
It will, but you have that courage inside you. You just have to find it and use it.
I'll try, but it's hard to see a way forward right now. Hey, can you please get your act together and come back?
Huh? Are we still going on about this? I have no intention of getting involved with someone I divorced. This is all about money, isn't it?
Well, that's true, but there's no need to say it like that. I messed up, okay? I'm sorry. I truly regret it. That's why I want another chance. Just think about it. We've been through so much together, and I really believe we can work this out.
I don't want to, though. I've made my decision, and you should respect that. Please look elsewhere for help. There are plenty of other people who can assist you.
What did you just say? You think I'll back down if you act all high and mighty? That's not how this works. You can't just dismiss me like that.
And here you go again with your just a woman comment. Can't you grow up a little? It's disappointing to hear you talk like that, considering everything we've been through.
Do you not feel any guilt at all? You deceived me! If you had grievances, you should have expressed them clearly instead of bottling them up until you blew up! Is that how you handle conflicts, with childish tantrums? If you want forgiveness, I'll give it to you, but you need to come back quickly!
Why do you think you deserve to be forgiven? I really can't comprehend your logic. Fine, let me be clear. I'm absolutely not getting back together with you. I realize something important about you, and I won't ignore it.
What are you talking about?
I've been wondering about something. How can you, who never contributed any money to the household, suddenly be in such dire financial straits that you can't even pay the mortgage? If it were about infidelity or gambling, I could at least understand that. But I never thought you would resort to crime.
What? Crime? Stop throwing around baseless accusations. You have no right to judge me like that.
But look at you. You've gotten mixed up in some scam with your acquaintances, haven't you? Isn't that what they call a hypnotic sales scheme? You're holding strange seminars, luring participants in, and then selling them overpriced junk. How could you stoop to that level?
That's not how it is. I'm just running a business. You don't understand the hard work that goes into this. I'm trying to build something for myself.
No. A scam is a scam. And the fact that you've been drained of your money means that not only are you being made to assist in the scam, but you're also being treated like a fool. This isn't just business, it's dishonest, and you know it.
Shut up! Don't stick your nose into something you don't understand! You have no idea how hard it is to make a living these days!
I don't want to hear anything from someone who's broke and has no money. How can you even think you have a say in this?
That's because I'll get money later! I have a plan and it's gonna work out just fine!
That's just a verbal agreement, isn't it? What guarantee do you have that it will actually come through? You can't just expect things to fall into your lap without any effort.
Do you enjoy nitpicking every little detail? You have such a nasty personality. Just come back and pay up. I can't believe you're acting like this.
Huh? There's no way I'm coming back after this conversation. You think I just walked back into that situation?
Don't mess with me. You're so full of yourself. Do you really think you could just push me around?
Well, I appreciate that you at least talk to me about this. I think I managed to buy some time for myself. Maybe you'll come to your senses.
What?
Because I actually reported your scam to the authorities.
What? You what?
I called the police. I told them there's been a suspicious man doing business in our neighborhood lately. I also mentioned how you've been aggressively recruiting people for your seminars, and it's been really bothersome. Apparently, it's a pretty well-known issue around here, so it's no surprise they will catch on quickly.
Wait, so now I'm gonna... What? The doorbell keeps ringing. Could it be the police?
Well, why don't you just go check? You seem so confident in your actions. Why not face the consequences?
You've gotta be kidding me. There's no way I can do that. I can't face them.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck then. Maybe this will be a lesson for you.
Hey, you have to help me out. Please, save me. I can't believe this is happening.
I told you, I'm not going to help. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
I can't get in touch with my former colleagues, and I don't have anyone else to rely on. We were married once, for crying out loud. Can't you at least show some compassion?
That doesn't mean anything now. We're basically strangers. I have no obligation to help you. You made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences.
How can you be so cold? This is ridiculous. You're acting like I didn't even matter to you.
You're the one getting angry because you can't think of a good comeback. You're acting like a child. If only I'd married a better man, someone more genuine and handsome. You've done nothing but disappoint me.
You? How can you say that after everything we've been through? You think it was easy for me?
What's the matter? Are you upset? You brought this on yourself, didn't you? You made your choices. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't have many good memories from our marriage, but at least I won't be short on material for my writing. I'll be sure to use this incident as inspiration for a story. So while you're sitting in jail, make sure to reflect on your actions. Goodbye. And remember, this is all you're doing. After that, Chris was arrested for fraud. Once he finally confessed everything, the main perpetrator behind the scam was also apprehended, which means both of them will likely be stuck in jail for quite a while. They are facing serious charges, and it seems that neither of them will be getting out anytime soon. Naturally, this meant that he had to let go of that two-family house he had been so proud of. It's probably for the best, though. I hope he stays behind bars long enough to reflect on his actions and truly understand the consequences of what he did. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law repeatedly apologized to me, bowing her head in regret. I could see the remorse in her eyes, and I appreciated her sincerity. I realized that the reason I had managed to get through the difficult times with my ex-husband was largely due to her support. She had always been there, providing me with the strength and encouragement I needed when things got tough. Looking back, I wish that I could have had a better relationship with her. I wanted to share more experiences and build a closer bond, but the circumstances had always kept us at a distance. So now, we've decided to start over as friends. It feels refreshing to shift our dynamic from that of a traditional mother-in-law and daughter-in-law to something more casual and enjoyable. We've been talking about our favorite books lately, and it's been wonderful to share our thoughts and recommendations. It's nice to connect on this level, discussing characters, plot twist, and even the themes that resonate with us. Sometimes we laugh about the ridiculous scenarios that some authors create. And other times we delve into deeper discussions about life and relationships as portrayed in the stories we read. There's something special about this newfound friendship. It feels like we are finally understanding each other as individuals, rather than as just family members bound by obligation. We share a lot of laughs, and it's refreshing to know that we can lean on each other for support and companionship without the pressures that came with our previous roles. Recently, we even made plans to visit a local bookstore together. We talked about how fun it would be to browse the shelves, discovering new titles, and perhaps even getting lost in the pages of a good book over coffee. I'm excited about this change. It feels liberating to create new memories without the weight of past conflicts hanging over us. I find myself thinking about the future more often now. The way things have turned out, despite the chaos and pain caused by Chris, has opened new doors for me. I've realized that I'm stronger than I thought, and that there's a world of possibilities ahead. With my mother-in-law by my side, I feel more optimistic. She shared stories of her own experiences, and it's been comforting to hear how she navigated through difficult times in her life. We've laughed and cried together as we've reflected on the challenges we faced, and it's been empowering to see how we've both emerged on the other side. I'm learning to appreciate the small moments, the laughter shared over silly anecdotes, and the joy of discovering a new book that captivates us. It's fascinating to see how literature can bridge gaps between generations, sparking conversations that flow effortlessly. I never imagined that I could form such a connection with my mother-in-law, but here we are, finding common ground in our love for stories. I've come to understand that she's not just a figure in my past, she's a person with her own dreams and disappointments. As we continue to share our thoughts on various books, I can see a new bond forming, one that is built on mutual respect and understanding. I hope that this friendship can grow and evolve into something even more meaningful over time. In a way, I'm grateful for the circumstances that led us here, even if they were painful. The experience has shown me the importance of having supportive relationships, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to strengthen my connection with my mother-in-law. Going forward, I want to embrace this new chapter in my life. The past may have been tumultuous, but it has also taught me valuable lessons about resilience, friendship, and the power of forgiveness. I know that life is unpredictable, but with each day, I feel more confident in my ability to face whatever comes my way. And as I embark on this journey, I'm excited about the possibility of building new memories with my mother-in-law. We'll continue to share our thoughts on literature, explore new stories together, and support each other in our respective journeys. I truly believe that this friendship will enrich my life in ways I never expected. Here's to new beginnings, deeper connections, and the beauty of storytelling. As we dive into discussions about our favorite authors and genres, I find that we have so much in common. We both enjoy mystery novels, and there's something thrilling about trying to guess the endings. I love hearing her perspectives on various plot developments. Her insights are sharp and insightful, often leaving me pondering long after our conversations end. Sometimes, we even challenge each other to read books outside our usual genres. For instance, she recommended a historical fiction novel that I would have never picked up on my own. To my surprise, I found myself completely engrossed in the story, and it sparked a whole new appreciation for that genre. I think it's wonderful how our friendship is encouraging us to step outside our comfort zones. We're not just exchanging thoughts about books, we're also sharing personal stories and experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. I never anticipated that I would find such a deep connection with my mother-in-law, but I'm grateful for the growth we're experiencing together. It's refreshing to have someone in my life who understands the complexities of family dynamics, especially after the chaos that Chris brought into our lives. She has shared her struggles as a young mother and the challenges she faced, which has helped me see her in a new light. Understanding her background has given me a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices she made for her family. In a way, I feel like we're healing together. Talking about our past experiences, both the good and the bad, allows us to support each other emotionally. It's comforting to know that we're not alone in our struggles and that a connection is incredibly valuable. As our bond continues to grow, I find myself reflecting on the lessons learned from my marriage to Chris. I've come to realize that I deserve to be treated with respect and love, and I will never settle for anything less again. My mother-in-law has been a great reminder of the importance of healthy relationships. She embodies kindness and understanding, and I aspire to bring those qualities into my own life. As we embrace this new friendship, I also look forward to what the future holds. The prospect of sharing life experiences, laughter, and perhaps even a few tears makes me excited for what lies ahead. No matter what challenges may come, I know I have someone to lean on, and that support means the world to me. And so here's to new beginnings, laughter-filled discussions over coffee, and the adventures of friendship. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us next.